happy almost New Year. We've only got a couple days left, so we're gonna make the best out of it, right? Good morning, everyone. I'm Deb Floros. This is my show, Designing with Deb, here at artbeads.com. I'm so glad that all of you want to join this fun show on a Monday morning and get your week started right. This is that weird time between Christmas and New Year's where we don't really know what's going on because we had some days off, maybe you have more days off. Kind of a weird time, but I'm hoping that you're all making the best of it. Maybe you're just hanging out with family, maybe you're hanging out with friends, and Michelle's here. Good morning, Michelle. Yeah, time for coffee and beads. I've got my new coffee cup that I got for Christmas and just kind of chilling out and having some coffee, and we're gonna look at beads and all kinds of fun stuff today. Okay, hold for a sip. Yes, okay, so it's that weird time. So I'm hoping that maybe you guys have been making some things. Maybe you had a little bit of extra time after the holiday rush and craziness. Maybe you had a little bit of time to make something and you're gearing up to get ready for 2025 because it will be here in a couple of days. Let's see who's here. We've got Kara from Colorado. Good morning. Denise says good morning. Hello, Denise. Who else? Santa Barbara girl. Good morning. Happy New Year. Robin's here. Hello, Robin. Levon is here. Good morning. Joan from Phoenix is here. Coffee is made. That's great, Joan. BJ says, good morning, Deb. She's in Ohio. Gosh, I hope it's nice where all of you are. Ellen says she's loving the Happy New Year deco. Yes, I don't miss an opportunity to wear headgear. So I've got my little Happy New Year, little headband, and I'm ready to go. I'm ready for a new year. And I think some of you guys probably are too. So yeah, it's that time again. We're turning over to a new year, and one of the things that's happening here at artbeads.com is we are having an end of the year clearance sale. So if you haven't checked that out on the website yet, this morning I found myself scrolling, dropped a few things in my shopping cart. There are lots and lots of things to take advantage of. And so we're going to spend some time doing that. If you saw Becky and Sarah's shows last week, super fun clearance shows. That's what we're doing here this morning because I have a whole bunch of goodies to share with you and things, you guys, that I didn't even see on the website. And so we're excited to do this because we're going to get you some fun finds at up to 80% off, and you'll have some things that maybe you've never seen before and some fun things to stock up on. I actually saw that there were some artisan beads on sale in that, in the clearance sale. There were some boxes, like jewelry boxes that you would put gifts in. So if you just depleted your supply, you can restock. There are some Tiarra Cast items, some sterling items. So I've got a fun collection of things for you today. Just before we get started, just a reminder, if you're watching here at artbeads.com/live, that's the best way to watch because I can see your comments. You can show the love by clicking on the heart. And everything that I'm showing you today is in that shopping bag icon. So if you don't want to wait for the item to pop up, you can go over and start loading things into your shopping cart. So everything that's in the show is there, and I don't go away while you shop. So that's the best way to watch. But if you're watching when we're not live, or you're watching Facebook or YouTube, you can come over and check this out. You can come over while we're live from Facebook by entering the code at the top of the screen in your comments. And you can come over from YouTube by going into the description and clicking on the link. So I'm so excited you're here. Hi, Abby. Thank you for being here. Oh, yes, Michelle, there are so many cool things So I'm going to show you some. Actually, I've got 100 items. And we're going to try and show 100 items in 100 minutes. So I better get cracking. So I'm going to flip my camera down and I'll show you my bare workspace. But I think I'm going to put out my bead mat because some of these things can get away from me. So I don't want to lose any of these delicious goodies. So, okay, I'm going to dive in. Good morning, Laura Q. Thank you for being here. So I'm going to dive in and share this amazing piece. So I wanted to start with this because you don't want to miss these. This is a teardrop component that you can use for brick stitching. You can wire wrap beads onto this piece. You can do so many things with this. This can be a pendant. And I can't believe this is in the clearance sale. So pick up a few of these, make some earrings, some fun seed beaded earrings, or just put these on an ear wire. These are super, super cool. These are going to go away. So if you want some of these, drop these into your shopping cart. And don't miss out on these. Thank you, BJ. I don't miss an opportunity to wear a headband. So those are super fun. Now I'm going to be opening and closing plastic bags. So I'm just warning you ahead of time. If that's annoying, turn your volume down because I'm going to be doing that. So this is amazing. This is a half drilled crystal pearl and it's a dark gray color. It's 6 millimeter and it's prestige. So it is super high quality and it's picking up my ring light. Let me shut that off for 1 second so you can see how dark that is. It's a really beautiful dark gray pearl, which I love. And the thing with half drilled beads is the hole does not go all the way through. It only goes half through. And some things you can do with this is you can actually glue this onto a finding. So there are some findings out there that are accommodating for half drilled beads, and then it becomes a drop. You can also glue this on as kind of a cabochon. So if you want just your pretty pearl to be showing in a finding or in a bezel or something, you can glue that in and glue it whole side down. You can also glue this at the end of a piece of wire or an earring finding. So there's all kinds of fun things that you can do with a half drilled bead. These prestige ones are absolutely gorgeous and I highly recommend this color. It's great for any time of year, but this time of year, it's fantastic. Now here's something really fun. I hadn't seen this before. I went crazy when I opened up the package and saw this one. This is a little large hole bead that is shaped like a teapot. And I just think this is so charming and so adorable. It has no holes like to go for a wire to go through it that is smaller. It just has this large hole opening. So if you've got some large hole beads that you want to partner with this, you can set them on either side of this cute little teapot. This is adorable. It is a gold filled or actually a gold finish teapot, and it is considered a large hole bead. It is just the cutest. It's got amazing detail. I almost squealed when I opened up the package and saw this. I had never seen this before. So yes, great for those coffee lovers or tea lovers. And I am both of those things. So I freaked out a little bit over that one. I think it's so fun. All right, here's another cool thing. We've got some great metal in this clearance sale, and this is a must-have thing, must-have component in your arsenal. This is a Nun Design bright silver-plated pewter Collage Circle. So this is a bezel finding, and this is perfect for adding little paper, a little fabric, some crystals, flatback crystals, some really fun things. You can actually even put little chips and seed beads and things in here, use resin, or you could use diamond glaze, other things to put into this little piece. This is small enough that it could be a bracelet charm, but also large enough that it could be a necklace pendant. Hello, Miss Julie Peterson. Julie, I got some goodies for you in this show. Pay attention. Don't be making stuff while you watch. This is such a fun little piece. It's just perfect. This could actually be, if you get 2 of these, you can make earrings with them and they become instantly customizable, and they will be one of a kind if you do something fun and interesting with them. The back is nice and shiny, and the bezel is textured so that you can add things. Julie says, okay. So I'm going to actually set that one off to the side because I want to be able to bring that back out and show you, because I've got some good things to pair with it. Oh goodness, wait till you see this. This is another prestige item. So this is one of their 11.5 millimeter Majestic pendants. This one is amethyst. Now, amethyst birthdays are coming up soon. The color is just really not getting picked up too well in here with everything, but this is a lovely amethyst, gorgeous pendant. The shape is really cool. It's like a, I don't know, I would call this like a chubby teardrop. Is that a thing? I don't know. But it's super faceted, super pretty. And the prestige pendants have a nice, generous hole. So you can get a nice size jump ring through that will attach to a bracelet or a necklace. You can get wire through that, a pretty nice size gauge. So, oh, Nancy, yay, I'm glad you made it to the live. Welcome, welcome. Good morning. So this is a fun little piece, super high quality. The color here is 6436 for those of you who follow all of the colors and know the codes or can easily get to what that might look like. But this is beautiful, a beautiful piece. I'm crazy about it. I can't believe that it's in the clearance show. Now, speaking of prestige, I've got another beautiful piece and part from Prestige. This is an SS29 Riv Crystal. Now, SS is stone size, and so it's 22 millimeters, and this is SS29, that's right. So it's a Rivoli, which means that it's pointed in the back, and it's got all these little facets in the back. Super cool, super fun. And this particular one is just that very cool crystal. And it's got all of those gorgeous facets. Like, I think it looks like little slices. Rivolis always remind me of like little slices. So it comes to a point at the top of the back. And then it's got this point at the top of the stone. So it is just a gorgeous, gorgeous thing. Now, there are findings that you can get specifically for Rivolis, or if you're brave and bold and use clay and other things like air dry clay, things like that, you might be able to put that into your bezel and set this stone in a bezel. You'd have to do a little bit of buildup of clay, but this is an absolutely gorgeous diamond looking Rivoli. Really, really beautiful. I love this particular one. This one made me catch my breath a little bit because it's so bright and sparkly and lovely. Now, here's another fun thing that you can put into a bezel. This is also Prestige. The color is 2738. It's a 12 by 6 millimeter flatback crystal in dark gray. And look at this fun, incredible shape. This would look great if you were using that pearl that I showed just a little bit ago, but you can see it's flat on the back and it is shaped on the top. So it's got these incredible facets on the top. So again, this is another thing that you can put into a bezel. So you can put this in with some other things. This is just a really neat, interesting shape. I think flatbacks are such a fun thing, not just for jewelry making, but for crafting. So I've been watching all these like junk journal people on TikTok. Wow. So you can put this into a junk journal, into paper crafts. You can do all kinds of cool things, bead embroidery. There are so many options, and this color is so spectacular. So I'm crazy about this. It's a fun shape. I may have another one of these in a different color. So we'll see. I can't remember. There are so many items. I don't remember them all. Here's a personal favorite. This is an antique silver plated feather charm. So I live in the Southwest, and I really love a good Southwest jewelry design here or there. And I love the look of these feather pendants as little dangles from a chandelier, finding for an earring. So you can make it super Southwest style. It is one-sided, but the back is really cool texture as well. So it's not, it's not an ugly back on the back of this beautiful charm. Hi, Kelly. Good morning from Florida. So this is really a nice little feather. I would get more than one of these because I would probably put them on earrings, but you could also put them on a bracelet. You could put more than one on a bracelet. And if you're making neck mess, necklaces, this would be a perfect little fun charm to dangle from your neck mess. So if you're collecting those charms to get your neck mess ready for 2025, here's a really cool charm to collect and put onto your necklace. Okay, this is another favorite of mine. I am crazy about this one. So this is of this 2x7 flatback crystal. And who doesn't love a curvy thing? So super cool, similar to this, but it's got these really amazing facets. Look at how it almost looks like it's animated on a screen. So it's got just all kinds of faceting, and then it is flat on the back. So this one is Hotfix. So if you've got the Hotfix applicator, this is something that you can use with that. But I use these in bezels and things with some epoxy or two-part epoxy or some resin or some really nice E6000. So you could drop that into one of your bezels and you've got just something really sparkly and cool. Something to the back of your bezel that will help this one pop a little bit more. So this is cool. This is a fun shape. I hadn't really seen this shape too much. So looks like these might not be around very much longer. So grab these up while you can. This is a great piece to have. And you can, again, use for these flatbacks for so many cool things. So, okay, this is fun. And I've got something to match this up to coming up. This is another Nun Design piece. I love the quality of Nun Design, and this is an antique copper plated piece. It is a pewter tiny bezel. So it looks like a teardrop charm, and you can use it just like a teardrop charm. It's actually two-sided, and one side is actually flat. But it's really cool because you can embed something into that little divot onto this charm. So I've got a little something coming up a little later in the show that you can put into this. It is a great little piece for a bracelet. And again, it's big enough for a neck mesh charm. Oh, Zandra, you're right. That little focal we're looking at could be great for UV resin for sure. So this is fantastic. Don't miss out on these because when these are gone, they're gone. And this is such a cool little piece. Just adding, you can make it your own by adding a little something to it. You could even use colored resin in that little divot and not even have to use a stone or anything in there. So this is cool. I'm going to hold on to this off to the side because I'll show you with what I've got coming up. All right, here's another Hotfix Flatback. This one, oh my goodness, wait till you see this. This is called Tanzanite Shimmer. And this beauty is really outrageous. So this one has a very flat top and then faceting all the way around. It's Tanzanite Shimmer. It's got a little, it's got the Hotfix Flatback. Sandra, I agree with you. It is spectacular. And I wanted to just really quickly show you another thing that you can do with flatbacks is something unexpected. So this is a piece that I made. It's in the Art Beads Design Studio. And I took this funky metal pendant and I glued on a flatback. So you can take your flatback and glue it on to something interesting and make a really cool, unique pendant. But again, it also looks great in our little bezels. So if you've got these, you've already picked these up, pick up some of these flatbacks and look at just how that pops. The colors in this one are really unbelievable. So this one is great. It's an SS34. The color is 2078. It is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay, this is going to be hard to show. Look, I'm good for it. Now, this is tiny. This is really tiny. So I'm going to get as close as I can to the screen. This is what we call a fancy stone. It's a baguette shape. And this is a citrus color. And it is 4 by 2 millimeters. Look at this tiny little beauty. Now, what I love about this is one. I wish I had a bunch of these so I could show you what they look side by side. But if you've ever seen baguettes like in a diamond wedding band or something, when they're all right next to each other, they look really amazing. So think if you actually had a fun bezel and you dropped in a bunch of these baguette stones, if I can get it to go in here, it keeps sticking to my fingers. You could get a bunch of these and lay them across a bezel. This green color is so gorgeous. So I think this is really spectacular and a fun, interesting shape to work with. And I just think put a bunch of them together, all next to each other, maybe even put them onto one of those brass bracelets, those bracelet forms. There are some cuff bracelet forms available at artbeads.com. So this would look amazing if you had a bunch of them and you glued them on, maybe use some resin or 2-part epoxy to put them onto your bracelet. Super fun, really interesting shape. Okay, here's another interesting shape. Oh, Xandra, you're from Northern Kentucky. I hope it's a nice day there. This is a cool shape too. Oops, gosh, I'm starting to get the drops. That's not good. See, it's a good thing I have my mat here. So this is a Prestige H2798 8mm Hotfix contour flatback. And this is in Crystal AB. So this has got all of the colors of the rainbow. And this shape is super interesting. It kind of looks like a cloud. I don't know, it could be just about anything, but it has facets around the top. Here's the Hotfix back. So you can use this as a hotfix item, but you can also glue it like we've been talking about. Here's my bezel again. You got to pick up some of these bezels and some of these fun flatbacks, and look at that. You could put a couple of them in here. Really, really cool. Good morning, Loretta. Thank you for being here. So this particular one, the Crystal AB, is just breathtaking. So grab a few of those and you can use them kind of in a collage way. Like I see that as a total collage kind of thing. You know, put a bunch of them together. All right, Prestige. We've got another Prestige half drilled bead. So this one is in one of my most favorite colors. It is a pinkish color, and it is a larger one that we looked at earlier. So we looked at a dark gray and a 6 millimeter. This is 8 millimeter. And again, it's half drilled. So the drilled hole only goes halfway through your bead. So you could use this as an end piece for maybe a wire bracelet on a wire component. You could use this in your collage by gluing it whole down into a bezel. It would stick up here, but that could be interesting and fun like that. So I really enjoy working with half drills because sometimes they solve a jewelry making problem. This is a beautiful one. The color is 5818, and Prestige is a lovely quality faux pearl to have in your arsenal. I'm taking a sip of coffee here, and we're gonna go to, we saw this just a few minutes ago, this shape. Here's another color of this shape. Oh my goodness, look at that. This is color 2798, and this is also a hot fix. And you could do all of the things that we can do with the others. So just add this to a collage, to your paper crafts. The colors on this, it's an AB, so it's really, really got a fun colorway. This one is 10 millimeters. It's spectacular. So you could do some fun things with this. If you could come up with a way to use that in a ring finding, lots of cool things that you can do with these contour flatbacks. Super neat. Super, super neat. Here's something really fun. So we even have some chain to work with in oh my gosh, Michelle, yes. A ring bezel. I love that. Oh, and you've got something from the design studio. Awesome. So I've got some chain in the show, and there's more chain in the sale. So I love gunmetal, and I've used gunmetal in a number of my art beads projects. And this is a great staple item to have. So let's say you're a little tired of that bright silver, or maybe a little tired of working with gold. You need a little something different. I love a good gunmetal chain. This is a plated flat oval cable chain. It's sold by the foot. It's a great deal in our clearance sale. And this is a foot of the chain. So you get a lot of this chain. You can definitely make a necklace with this. You could make a couple of bracelets with this. And you could even use it for one of your neck mess necklaces. Get out those flatbacks, drop them into this bezel, attach it, and you've got a mixed metal bezel neck mess necklace. Super fun. I love gunmetal, and I love this chain. This is such versatile chain. Really cool. I was so glad that there was some chain in this show. so that you guys could take advantage of that. Pick up some chain so you can get started for the new year. Okay, here's a super cool flatback. If you have never seen this, you're going to have the same reaction I did. This is a Solaris, and it's a half matte. Now, it's going to be so hard to show you that, but the edging of this flatback is a matte. So it's almost got like a little frame on this, and it's not a round. So it's this Solaris shape, and it's got these amazing facets all the way around. This one, I don't know the exact color name, but it's color code H2611G for Prestige. And I think you're going to get sick of seeing this little bezel, but look. This fits so cool into this piece. So you could do a little bit of something on the back of that bezel and then drop this beautiful piece right in there. Wow. I mean, I had not really seen this shape up close before, and the matte around it is so incredibly cool. Hi, Tina. Welcome. Good to see you. This is amazing. And here's what the back looks like. It is a Hotfix, so you can use this in the Hotfix ways. Oh man, I love that one. So interesting and different. All right, here is another Hotfix. This is Prestige 2078. It's an SS34 Hotfix Flatback Smoked Amber. Wow. This smoked amber is so incredibly cool. It really does look smoky. And as the facets go around, you get that brightness of the amber. So if you're an amber fan and you want to pair something in a bezel or on a pendant, glue this onto a pendant, you can get this paired up with your amber beads. Super cool. Hi, Julie K from Colorado. Welcome, welcome. So that's a cool one, guys. And then this is, I can't believe this is in the show and it's in the clearance sale. This is also another bezel pendant, and this is a connector. So you can use this as a bracelet. You can make a very simple kind of bar style necklace by attaching chain to either end. And guess what? Because it's a bezel, we can put stuff in it. So I now have another example that I can show you for how to use some of our flatbacks that are in the show today. So this is just a gorgeous, nice quality bezel. It is a 24.5 by 8 millimeter. It's an antique gold. This is lovely quality. You could get 2 of these and make them into earrings. So attach your ear wire to the top and attach a dangle to the bottom. You could even mix and match your pieces that you pick up today. So you could put a little crystal into this one and attach it here. You've got a mixed metal fun piece. So this is such a cool thing. I never met a connector I didn't like, and I like that one for sure. Now this, oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. I mean, this is gorgeous. This is also a Prestige crystal pendant. So we saw the kind of teardrop shaped pendant. This is a princess cut, and princess cut diamonds, way out of my price range, but a princess cut Prestige diamond cut pendant in the clearance sale, yes please. So I think I'm going to drop a couple of these into my cart because I love this. So the camera is not doing it justice, but it is double-sided, so it's the same beautiful, actually no, it's pointed on one side. If you like the flat side or the pointed side better, you can have that forward facing. But either way, it's beautiful and it's gorgeous. It's incredibly faceted, and it's got the I love that about these prestige pendants. You don't have to be so crazy about worrying, about cracking them. Now you can crack them, but you've got a nice generous hole to work with, so you can use more things to get this, to get this into a pendant form. I love this. It's beautiful. Kelly, 100%. It is gorgeous. And this color is 6431. This is 16 millimeters. So this is a nice size, and it could potentially come off of a bracelet, but this would just be so beautiful as a pendant if you just want to put this on chain. I mean, it's gorgeous. Really, really beautiful. I absolutely love that one. Okay, let's look at a smaller one. So this is the same shape as we saw earlier, but in a tinier version and in one of my favorite colors. So this is one of the Prestige Majestic Pendants. I'm going to try and say that 10 times fast. It's 9 millimeters. So it's, again, it's that like kind of chubby teardrop shape. The photo of the product is excellent, so you'll be able to see that shape pretty darn well. So this is very faceted. It's a light rose color. It's 9 millimeter, and the color is 6436. It's stunning. All right, if you want something interesting and fun, and you like a little bit of steampunk, here's a really cool gear charm. This is silver plated. It's 16 millimeter. And guess what? You could put flatbacks on this. So you can attach a jump ring or something anywhere in any of those gears, and you could put a flatback right in the middle of it. You could rivet this onto other pieces of metal. It is double-sided. This is a nice quality. I've seen these gears, and sometimes the quality is not great, but whoever manufactured these, they are gorgeous. They are lovely, super fun. You can do all kinds of things. Layer this with other things. You can, put a head pin through that. Lots of fun things you can do with this cool little gear component. It's 16 millimeters. It's so fun. Super fun. Thanks, Michelle. Gears and tassels together. Ooh, I'm gonna have to click on that link a little later on and see what that looks like. Oh, this is cool. This is another fancy stone by Prestige, and this is a marble, a mustard with gray. And it's like a double-sided stone. So you could wire wrap this if you're a good wire wrapper. It's a little on the small side. So some of you that are good at wire wrapping could probably do something really cool with this. You could also put this in a bezel. Put it in a bezel, drop it into some clay or into some resin, and this would be really interesting. It's a cool shape. And it is double-sided. It's not flat. So you could just let your imagination run wild. This is really fun. And Michelle says there's a black version of that too. Well, that's good to know. All right, here's another fun charm. I am madly in love with this. This is the cutest. This is a hot air balloon, antique silver plated charm. It is just plain silver on the back, but look at the detail on the front. I love this. And Kim Caldwell says, yes, Kim, we're here for a while because we got a lot of fun things, clearance things to look at today. So this charm, I would not miss this. I would pick up a couple of these and make earrings with them and put a colorful bead above it. You could also do a little painting on these and make it a colorful hot air balloon. This I'm crazy about. I'm going to drop a few of those in my cart as well. Hopefully there will be a couple left for me. Oh goodness. So I've got some more chain and I have it on so when you order chain by the foot, it will come on a little card, which I just decimated. But this is really cool chain. If you haven't seen this fun chain, you will love this. I have seen this a few times now. I've got this queued up for a project, for a personal project for myself. This is called Hammered Satellite Chain, and it's a 2.5 millimeter gunmetal curb chain. So gunmetal is fantastic to work with. It's versatile. It mixes nicely with other metals, and look at those little hammered discs on this chain. So you could use some thin gauge wire and attach something to this, and then attach it to an ear wire. Maybe have this as part of a dangly earring. You know, I love bead and chain earrings. If you've watched me for any length of time, that's one of my favorite things, one of my favorite projects. This is sold by the foot, called Hammered Satellite Chain. This is fun. I can't believe this is in the clearance because it is the coolest chain. It is just the coolest. Okay, this shape is super crazy good. So this is a Prestige Hotfix molecule, and oh my gosh, this is like the coolest flatback ever. And this is a Hotfix, so it's got the Hotfix coating on the back. And this color, I don't know what the name of it is, but it's H2708. It's kind of a gray, but it's got like all that fun AB in it. Super cool facets. This will be great for collages, embedding in clay, putting into resin, just putting onto a pendant like I showed earlier. You could put this, glue this onto a pendant, use some epoxy, and attach that on a fun and funky pendant. This is super cool. It is 12.5 by 13.5 millimeters. Super interesting. If you haven't worked with that shape, it's time to like experiment and try something fun. Okay, Michelle pulled out a project with the gear and tassel, and I fear oh, here's the gear. So I'm going to pull the gear back out. Here's a tassel, a metal tassel that you could attach to your gear. This metal tassel is super fun, super versatile. You can do all kinds of fun things with this. So it's a bunch of dangly chain, and you can attach beads, wire wrap beads to the bottom of this. You can embellish this top cap if you like. I've done that. And you can just, you can make these into earrings. 2 of these and you've got instant dangly fun earrings, or you can add multiples of these to a necklace. So you could do a few, you could do them at the end of a lariat. So, oh, it is the tassel. That's great. I'm so glad. Wow, that worked out. That worked out, Michelle. So this is nice, and it's a nice quality. It's a medium silver-plated brass tassel pendant, and these are going to be gone. So if you're a tassel person and you need to stock up, don't miss out on this amazing opportunity. Okay, this is gorgeous. Now we've been looking at a lot of a bead, and this is a Prestige 12 millimeter crystal Baroque Pearl. And now this is a full-on bead. So if you like a dark pearl, like a gray pearl, and you love the Baroque look, you can pick up a bunch of these and string them as a bracelet, or this would be really great as a necklace, beads for a necklace. So 12 millimeters are nice and substantive. You can pick up some seed beads or some spacer beads, or you can even know they are not real pearls. These are affordable, but they still look really nice, and no one will know, but they're absolutely spectacular. And You know, I can see these with lots of different things. They could even be atop one of our bezel pieces for more of a casual look. But this is a great deal, and I can't believe those are in the clearance sale. Okay, here's a really beautiful pendant. So I've got another prestige pendant, and this is one of the emerald cut pendants. Thank you for the hearts. So it must be, because Eric's here. Hi, Eric. I'm glad you made it. So this is a faceted, gorgeous, emerald colored pendant, and it is 10 millimeters. It's a classic cut. 6430 is the color. It's 10 millimeters. It's got that generous hole. And I mean, look at this on the different sides. It's pointy on one side, has a flatter side here. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So green is going to be popular coming up in March because of St. Patrick's Day. So grab these now so you're ready to go for St. Patty's Day. Okay. Woo. We still got a lot to go. I hope I can make it here. All right. Prestige 5810. This is a 5 millimeter pearl. And this I cannot fit on this large this large head pin. So I'm going to put it onto my awl. Look at the color. This is a 5 millimeter round pearl in burgundy. So I'm wearing some burgundy in my outfit today, my shirt today. This is a gorgeous color. This is versatile for all seasons. Really, really a beautiful bead. The color is 5810 and it is absolutely lovely. So pick up a few of these. It's your chance to get some really nice, high quality prestige pearls and, make them into something fun. Earrings or put them on a bracelet. There's so many things you can do with them. Okay, I can't believe this is in the show either, but this is a Nun Design Antique Copper-Plated Pewter Hammered Moon charm or pendant because it is pretty large. So this is more of a necklace pendant. And I love celestial things. Becky did a show about celestial designs a couple weeks back. This is great for celestial designs. And if you like copper, this is fantastic. It's great with other metals. So I love this piece. If you want to get some of your celestial designs going, grab a few of these. This would be great for a neck mess pendant. Gorgeous, gorgeous, nice quality Nun Design piece. Ooh, I love it. I might have to drop a couple of those in my cart as well. Oh, wow. Here's another tassel. So let me find my gear again. So this is a really fun little turquoise tassel with a silver cap. And here's our gear piece again. So if you want to, instead of metal, have a little bit more of a lightweight look to your tassel earring, that's fun. And I've embellished these kinds of caps with cup chain, rhinestone cup chain. I have a video on my YouTube channel where I did that. Just wrapped a little bit of chain and made this sparkly. So this is a fun little tassel. It could work on a bracelet. It could work on a neck mess necklace. It's great to have like 1 or 2 tassels in your neck mess. And this is nice and soft against your neck. Really a cool little tassel and such a beautiful color. Who doesn't love a nice blue? Gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay, I think we saw this shape. This is another one of our Flatback Prestige crystals. And look at this beauty. This color, I don't know. I think it's ivory cream. And it is that really interesting shape. I'm wondering if it will fit in here. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Yes, it does. Look at that. So if you picked up one of these bezels, you can do something fun in the background and then drop this fun flat back into it. This color is divine. It's 12 by 6 millimeters. This is not a Hotfix. The color, the prestige color is 2738. This is a stunning, beautiful color. And I think there was a suggestion earlier about a ring bezel. Think if you could drop that into a ring bezel, that would be really beautiful. Really, really gorgeous. Tassels can be so simple for jewelry. So Michelle's got another link for you to check out. Oh, this is cool. Okay, so I had not seen this before. That's when, you know, like this kind of stuff comes out of the woodwork for this kind of a sale. Look at this. This is a flatback leaf. It's a diamond leaf. It's another prestige flatback. It's a mocha color, and the prestige color is 2797. It's 10 millimeters. It's fabulous. The color is divine, and it is a flatback. Let's look at it in this bezel really quick. I don't know if I'm going to make 100 minutes. Let's see if I can, but look at that. Wow. So that's just like something simple you could do with these. But pick up a few of these. I mean, to me, it doesn't necessarily look like a leaf, but it can look like a leaf. So many things you could do. Collage it, all kinds of fun things. Okay, this is probably the tiniest thing I've ever shown in a live show. I think it may even be smaller than a 15-0 seed bead. Okay, I'm going to give you as good a shot of this as I can. Look at this teeny tiny little Chaton crystal. So a Chaton crystal has a point at the bottom and it's super faceted on the top. I mean, this little guy is super sparkly, super powerful. And if you pick up a bunch of these and embed them in clay, you could have a really cool sparkly piece. This is too small for this particular pendant, but there are some pieces out there that you might have that you just need that tiny, tiny little rhinestone for. And I actually like this for repairs. So if somebody comes to you and asks you to repair a old piece and insert a couple of rhinestones, this might be great because sometimes this size is hard to find. It's 1.70 millimeters. Wow. The tiniest of pieces. I mean, look at it in the bag. It looks like there's nothing in this bag. And that was my reaction when I saw that bag. Like, oh my gosh, there's nothing in this bag. So, all right, we've got another very cool pendant or charm. This is Nun Design as well. I love dragonflies. I think a lot of people see dragonflies as a symbol. So this is silver plated pewter. It is a small round. I don't know the dimensions of it, but I actually think it's a fairly nice size. I don't think this is what I would consider too small. So this is fabulous. And this also is kind of a bezel shape. So maybe you could do some fun things with those little chatons I just showed, and maybe put a little bit of something in here, some resin or some clay, and put it around your cool dragonfly. This is a great necklace, neck mess pendant if you need a more substantial one. And this is nice and weighty, a great quality, really beautiful. I can't believe this is in the show today. Okay, I got to pick up the pace because I still have a ton of things. Woo. Here's another really fun large hole bead. This one also made me squeal. This is similar to our teapot that we saw earlier. This is a cupcake, and I love cupcakes. So this is a gold finish cupcake large hole bead. It's got amazing detail. It is so adorable. So if you've got other large hole beads, or you simply want to put this on a larger piece of leather and put knots on either side of it for your cupcake lover, this is a fun bead, really, really fun bead. Really looks pretty, shiny, really cool. So I love a good cupcake. I could use a cupcake right now. A cupcake sounds really good. I'm hungry. I haven't had breakfast. Kim, I am saying neck mess. So neck mess necklaces, that whole messy neck mess thing is a thing. So I'm giving you some charms and things today that you might want to incorporate into your neck mess. I don't know what that sounds like. I hope it doesn't sound like I'm saying something naughty. Anyways, this is fantastic. This is another Rivoli. So I showed you a Rivoli earlier. This is Prestige 1122 SS29, and it's crystal vitriol, and it's a medium size. And this color is so wicked. So if you all are in the wicked zone, in the wicked vibe, making some wicked vibe jewelry, this is your color. Look at that. Wow. And the facets on these Rivolis are just unbelievable. So again, into a bezel in clay, or into a Rivoli finding if you've got those. Yeah, Kim, it does have a name. It does. And I feel like it's everywhere. Like everybody's doing it. So we must do it. And here's another thing you can put into your neck mess, and something near and dear to my heart, a little elephant charm. This guy is antique silver plated tribal elephant charm, and he has kind of that marcasite look on his little blanket over him. And he is absolutely adorable. He's one-sided. So, you know, you might be more inclined to use this differently if you have a one-sided charm. Maybe you want to use it just as an earring, but pick up a couple of these and pick up some beads to go with it. And I'm looking desperately for the little pearl that I had. No can find, but look at him. He is adorable. So this would be great on a neck mess, on earrings, and a bracelet charm. So cute. I'm in love with him. I love a good elephant. Oh, goodness. And this is another thing I love. I rarely meet a kind of teardrop shape that I don't like, but this is a really modern teardrop. It's what they call a polygon, and it is another prestige piece, and it's 17 millimeters. The color here is, I think, AB crystal, and it's 6015. It's got that generous hole up top, so it makes it easy to work with. But look at this. Wow. I mean, the color, the facets, the AB finish is strong on this one. So this could literally just be on a pendant, you know, on a bail, and it is a pen and chain, and it is a necklace. Done. This could be a nice neck mess addition. And this could also make two great drops for earrings. Nice, big, sparkly look. Boy, if you had these now, they would be a great New Year's Eve earring. Fantastic. Okay, here's another neck mess charm, or the largest polygon we have is 50 millimeters. Can you imagine using that? I think I may have one of those, Michelle. Where it is, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure I have one, and they are amazing. You could hurt someone. They're so big. Okay, if you're thinking about the beach this time of year, when it's cold where you are, this is Tiarra Cast. So yes, this Tiarra Cast piece is in the clearance show. It's antique silver plated pewter, and it is such nice quality, great detail. We've got the recessing in the back, which is shiny, but it's so lovely. This would be great on a charm bracelet with all kinds of other sea-themed charms. Really, really cool, really beautiful, nice quality. We love Tiarra Cast quality. So pick this one up while it's on sale. Such a great screaming deal. Okay, I'm moving fast. We've seen this shape before. This is a prestige triangle shape. Actually, this is a little different than the one we had before. And it's flatback. It is not Hotfix. It's 8.3 by 8.3 millimeters. And the color, I'm not sure of the name of it, but it is kind of a wine tone. And this would look great in our, if I can get it in the right way, in our rectangular. Look at that for a necklace right there. Add your chain and put that in with some glue or some resin, some epoxy. Wow, that is spectacular. The color is divine. Really beautiful flatback, great for collage, great for all kinds of things. Okay, here's another charm with a tiny bezel. This is a cross and it's gold-plated pewter. It's called a tiny bezel by Nun Design. That's what they call those. And it's got a nice bezel in the center for a chaton or a little smaller little flat back that maybe we can drop in there on top of some resin. You could do some colored resin in there. This has a hammered look to it, and it's just hammered on the back, which if it flips over, looks equally as beautiful. And I love this color tone of gold. It's so incredibly beautiful. So this is super, super fun. Another charm for a bracelet or just a simple minimalist pendant, maybe coming up for Easter. So really gorgeous. Okay, here's a finding for you. This is also by Tiarra Cast. So if I can find my large hole bead, let's see if I can actually show you really quickly how this works. So this is a gold-plated pewter classic Euro bead aligner. So this looks a little bit like a rivet, but it has a hole in it and it's large. So this is used if you've got large hole beads, but you don't really want them to move around like a large hole bead. You can put them onto your wire or your beading wire. You can take your large hole bead. Here's our little teapot from earlier. And you can line that up and look how nicely that fits right over the hole. So this particular one, I think Michelle says that there's a couple of patterns that show how to use them. So if you're picking up the little cupcake or the little teapot today, these aligners, if you pick up a couple of them for each side of the bead, you can keep that large hole bead in place. It also works with large hole gemstones you might have. I've used these. These are a gorgeous quality, really nice, and they are fun to have in your arsenal, especially if you like a large hole bead, but it doesn't work in your design unless you have something like this. Grab a bunch of these because I'm guessing they're in the show because they're not coming back. So make sure you don't miss out. Ooh, we saw this curvy shape earlier. Wow, I think this one is a little bit bigger. This is Prestige H2540. It's smoky something. I don't know the other word that goes with it in the color name. It's 12 by 9.5 millimeter, and it is that curvy shape, almost like a bow tie, but not. I'll show you a bow tie shape soon here. And it is just gorgeous. Look at the facets and the ripples of color here. Wow, wow, wow. Zakaya, hello, my friend. So this is just spectacular. This in a bezel or with some paper craft. Amazing, amazing piece. Put that in a junk journal and you no longer have junk in your journal. Oh, but I like the junk journals. Okay, here's another triangle, prestige triangle in the color 2740. It's jet, super cool, 10 by 10 millimeter. Now this one's too big for our little rectangular one, but I'm sure you could find some other application for this jet. I mean, wow, this is gorgeous. Really, really cool. Happy New Year's Eve. Yes. So we're celebrating by some clearance deals, and there are still a lot to come, and I am woefully behind. So I'm going to kick it up a notch here. This is a crystal AB Prestige 1098 SS29 AB crystal, 6.1 millimeter. Look at, wow. This is the shape that I used. Did I use that shape? No, that's not the shape I used, but you could put this onto a pendant, glue it onto a pendant. So many fun things to do with this. Look at the facets and the color. Grab a bunch of those because using those in a bunch of your designs would be amazing. Okay, I have something really cool in the show. I was surprised to see this. This is some Art Beads designer wire. This is 30 gauge. Now, I have to admit, I've not used 30 gauge very often. It is a tiny gauge. It is very thin wire for some very specific applications. So if you've got some really fine wrapping to do, or maybe you make some of those flowers with seed beads and you're going to be doubling or tripling or quadrupling up on the wire, this is a great, wire crochet, Michelle. Yes, I always forget about that. So this is 90 feet of tarnish resistant gold. It is such a beautiful color. So this is a great deal. Grab this, stock up. Doesn't seem like this is going to come back. So if you want to have this in your arsenal, grab it now while you can, because I think it may be gone after the sale. Okay, here's another pearl by Prestige, and look at this fun shape. So this is another Baroque elongated pearl shape. This is a light gray, and I don't know the exact name of the color, but it's 5844 and it's 14 millimeters. And it is a bead. So I can't get my awl is tapered, so it won't go any further onto my awl, but the hole does go all the way through. And this is a fun shape. So if you want to combine this shape with that other Baroque pearl we had, mix and match the grays, this is beautiful. So nice, such nice quality, really gorgeous piece. And then this is another Baroque pearl in another cool shape. So you can grab a bunch of these different Baroque pearls and you've got a really fun bracelet or necklace. You can knot these. Look at that fun shape. Super cool. This is very much like the last one, same color, 12 millimeters. Super cool. Pick up a bunch of these while you can. Everybody loves that Baroque pearl because they're so unusual. But if you try and buy the Baroque pearls, the real ones, they be pricey. So you can get some faux Baroque pearls, but nice quality ones. Okay, here's a gorgeous bead. Wow, this is dreamy. This is a Prestige 5000 6 millimeter faceted round crystal blue shade. Look at the facets on this. This goes with anything and everything. So this can be on its own with, maybe this goes at the top or the bottom of your little bezel piece. Maybe it's a bracelet with all of these, it's little accents in a necklace, whatever. It is beautiful. And to me, it's seasonless because it is that sort of light shade and it's just ever so blue, just ever so lightly blue. Just the tiniest bit of blue is in that little bead. Okay, here's another fun one of these Nun Design pendants with the little tiny bezel in it. This one is almost an eye shape. Look at that. Super cool. Silver plated pewter. This one is very much like the one that we were looking at earlier, but just a different shape. This can be a bracelet, bracelet charm or a pendant, and you can put colored resin or some kind of a chaton or something in there. These are great. I mean, just a great piece to have. Even if you don't have an immediate idea, get these while you can and stash them away. They will materialize as an idea eventually, I'm sure of it. Okay, we've seen a couple of these. This one is Prestige 6436 to 11.5 millimeter Majestic Pendant in that majestic shape. I call this a chubby teardrop. And it's just gorgeous with that generous hole. This color is so lovely. I love this color with gold and with copper. So as I drop it, it's just got so many facets in it. It's amazing. So that's another color option. We had a different color option earlier. And now another piece of chain. So I love that there's chain in the show. You can start to put some things together with all of what we've got for you. This is gunmetal. We had another piece of gunmetal earlier, and this is 1x1 infinity link. So look at those little infinity symbols with the more oval links. This is beautiful chain, really shiny, but gunmetal. So if you want to try out a different metal tone or mix your metals, this infinity chain is spectacular. Sorry, I'm hitting my camera there. Oh, wow. So this is great. Chain by the foot, grab a few feet, put it in your stash. And if you want to capitalize on the infinity symbol, you can do some fun things with that. All right, we got another large hole bead, and this is something you can use those Tiarra Cast findings for. This is really cool. This is a gold finish kids and butterflies large hole bead. So there is a little person shape and a little butterfly shape on this. So it is really lovely, and you could put those aligners on either side if you want to put these into a regular design, or maybe you have a large piece of leather, round leather that you want to put this onto, or some kind of cording that this goes on. Really cool. The kids and butterflies on it, kind of hard to see, but they are really neat and maybe have some symbolism for you. Okay, here's another one of our matte flatback Solaris shape prestige rhinestones. This one has a larger matte frame around it. So the other one had a very thin matte around it. So you see how it goes from shiny to matte. And I absolutely love this. This is 10 millimeters. I'm going to use my bezel again to show you. But look at that really cool, amazing flatback. This is absolutely spectacular. Get these while you still can, because I think they're going away and they're so cool. You may have never seen these, and I had never seen these. So this is something to just grab and then figure out what you're going to do with them later, because they're so awesome. I'm going to drop a few of those in my cart for sure. Okay, I've got another chain, another gunmetal chain. So I'm glad we've got some gunmetal. This is such a cool chain. So this is solid brass bar and cable chain. And the bar is 25 millimeters. So you've got sections of the cable chain, and then you've got these bars. So with a foot, it looks like this. So you've got a bar, you've got chain, bar, chain, and you could attach something to the bar and have that be the focal section of your necklace. You could actually, if you don't like this as it is, you could detach the bars and use them as connectors, and you could hang a pendant from it. I love to use these little kinds of pieces for my designs. So this is great. Pick it up while you can. Decide what you want to do with it later, but there's lots of possibilities. And you've got the cable chain too. So if you want to deconstruct it, you've got the cable chain pieces to work with, maybe for some bead and chain earrings. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to make it. I really don't. So check out this shape. This is another flatback crystal. This is an 8mm graphic flatback. Look at this. It's got like these square facets on it. And this crystal color is, you know, just legendary. I think it might fit in this piece. Yeah, look at that. So if you want to put that into one of these rectangular bezels and make that your pendant or your bracelet connector, this sparkle is just to die for. Look at that. It is so incredibly faceted. I'm in love. And it is a Hotfix too. Or no, is it? I'm not sure. My packaging does not say that it is, but it sure looks like it. So that's pretty cool. Beautiful sparkle. If you just need a little sparkle or a lot of sparkle. Oh, I've used these before, guys. So this is also a nun design piece. This is antique silver plated, brass long open, and I don't know the rest of the description, but this has holes on these little metal pieces up top so you can slide your beading wire or your wire through the top like that. You can dangle something from the center. You can wire wrap around this. This is such a cool shape. You could even wrangle up an earring design for this. I'm sure it would be a big one, but this could be a pendant, could be so many fun things. Use it with the gunmetal chain. Yes. And I've lost that chain already, but this would look fantastic with just about anything. Oh, Mary B, thank you. I see this stuff and I can't stop the ideas. But this, you could do wire through the center here. I think Andrea Bieber made a design. She made the wire frame herself, but if you can't do that, you could just wire wrap some beads right onto this guy. Super cool. Super, super fun. Okay. Moving along. Oh my gosh, the time is ticking away so fast. Okay, this is another shape that we saw, but this one is smaller. This is Prestige 2798 8mm contour flatback in crystal iridescent. Oh my goodness, look at the color. This shape is so darn cool, and it is a flatback, so this can go into your collage, into your paper crafts, onto a pendant. Do something funky like that on your pendant. Super cool piece. I love this color. It is just dazzling, and it does kind of come across a tad bit wicked, maybe wicked-ish. Okay, jump rings. I live for 4mm jump rings. Come on, camera, let's focus. There we go. This is a rose gold plated 21 gauge open jump ring. It's 4mm. I can never have enough 4mm jump rings. I hoard them, I buy them so that they're always available to me. I find this to be one of the most versatile jump rings and the one that I use the most for designs. So this is super, super helpful. Pick up some jump rings in this sale. And if you need rose gold, it sounds like these 4mm rose gold ones are going away. So yeah, so don't miss out on that. Okay, I'm moving fast now. Moving fast. Here's another Prestige triangle. Look at this one and come on, camera. This one is a purple-ish, wine-ish tone. It's actually bringing like my shirt vibes here. Super cool triangle piece, 7 by 6.5mm. The color is 2739. It is spectacular for your embedding in clay, embedding in resin, gluing onto something. Fantastic. Okay, this is wow. Just wow. This is a Prestige 14mm Daydream round stone. This is so incredible. It does not have holes and it is not flat completely on the back. It does have some flat surface. So you could put this into a bezel. Now this bezel is a little bit too small, but you could put that into a larger bezel. You could probably use this for bead embroidery. You could do some like crazy wire wrapping if you're a crazy wire wrapper. This is so incredible. The facets are unbelievable. This is spectacular. So I don't know what else to say about it other than that. It is fantastic. And it is going to be gone soon. So figure out what you're going to do with it later. Get it now. Here's another Nun Design connector, a bezel connector. This one is bright silver plated and it is oval. So we have a rectangular one going over here. Now it's oval and this one's silver. It's under the sea bubble. Yes, Santa Barbara girl, for sure. This is a staple. So this can be an earring. This can be a bracelet bar. This can be on a simple necklace with chain, some of that gunmetal chain. You've got a mixed metal look. You can use this for resin, and we've got all these flatbacks that can go into it. And speaking of flatbacks, here is one of my favorite shapes. This is a bow tie. Oh my gosh, look at this bow tie. It is fantastic. 12 by 8.5 millimeter. The color is 2858. I think it might be too big for this one. Yeah, it's too big, but I think I have a smaller one coming up. So this, look at the color. It is spectacular. So if you like bows, maybe you've got something that just you want to pop a bow tie onto, a picture, a little collage picture. You can just glue that right onto an old vintage picture of someone, a cat picture, something crazy fun like that. Okay, here's another super tiny one. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so hard to show you. This is a diamond shape flatback and it is so tiny. It's 5 by 3 millimeters, but it is powerful. Prestige 2773 is the color. It is flatback and it's that diamond shape. It is stunning. This needs to go into your collages, into your bezels, into everything. This is so beautiful. Get a bunch of them because you can put them sort of in a pattern around each other. Super cool. Oh my gosh, doggy charm. I love that. Oh, the doggy charm. This could be a doggy charm with the bow tie, right? I love that. Okay. I've lost the bag. Here it is. Okay. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to make it, you guys, but we're going to keep going. Here's the smaller bow tie. Okay. Smaller bow tie. Yes, here it is. And this one will fit into our bezel. So if you want a bow tie pendant, look at that little guy. So cute. 9 by 6.5 millimeters. Same color, I believe, as the other one. And again, you can put that onto a doggy picture or this could be a doggy charm right here together. So fun. I love those. Okay, I really got to move. This is another Prestige flatback, and this is Crystal Burgundy. This has blues and burgundies and unbelievable, just unbelievable facets. It's got a little bit of a point to it. Hard for me to show that, but it's not flat on top. And the facets are amazing. The color is 2088. It's an SS30. Wow. That has to go into bezels, into all the things. Okay, we've seen this shape before, so we're just going to look at the color. This is one of our contour shapes, flat back, and this is crystal. It's H2798. It's 10 millimeters. It is just so incredibly sparkly, and mix this with some others in the same shape. You could use it as petals. So get a round flatback and put these as petals all the way around onto something, a scrapbook page, onto a piece of metal, something really, really fun. That would be a great flower petal. Okay, here's some more chain. This is my favorite chain so far. This is gunmetal plated textured oval cable chain. Look at the texture on this chain. You've got to have some of this chain in your arsenal. I like textured chain, especially when it's on a bracelet, because it just adds a little bit of something extra. And also in my chain and bead earrings. So add a bead to a few links and you've got a cool earring. Wowee, this chain is fantastic. I can't believe this is in the clearance sale. You can get a foot of it or more, and you can make so many things. Okay, I still have a lot. We're going to go over. I think we're going to go over, and if we do, I hope you all will stay with me. Okay, once in a while, you need a big jump ring. You need a big chunky jump ring. And this is essentially what this piece is. I don't know if it actually is called that, but it has an opening, so you can open this up like a jump ring. And it is a Nun Design antique copper plated brass 12 millimeter. It's like a square wire. So it's got some interesting texture to it. If you need a big jump ring to just make your piece interesting, or you've got a space that's really hard to accommodate to attach something, this large ring is good to have. So even if you can't think of a need for it right now, pick a few of these up, put them into your jump ring box, and you can grab these when you need to get yourself out of a jam. This is definitely one of those problem solver kinds of components. Okay, we're back to the neck mess. Here's a fun little neck mess charm. It's the and symbol, and it is covered in rhinestones. So this is a gold finish pendant with a loop up top, and it is 7 millimeters. It is adorable. I like this for a bracelet. So if you've got some other letter charms, or you're just kind of doing like a random charm bracelet, this is a fun charm to have. Super cute, really fun. Oh, Kim, thank you. I love it. Stick with me because we have quite a bit left, but it's doable. It's manageable. Okay, here's another one of our curvy flatbacks, and this is a smaller one. This is 7 by 5.5 millimeters. This is Crystal AB, and I just can't say enough about this shape and the facets on it. Super cool. The colors are to die for, and just for thrills, we're gonna put it back into that little square bezel, and this little oval one would be cool too. So just into one of your bezels. So cool. Please explain the neck mess. So if you have look at any of the fashion magazines or out on social media, it's a bunch of layered chains, and people have all kinds of charms hanging from them. Some have one charm. Santa Barbara girl, they're not twisted necessarily. And I think sometimes they get all kind of tangled up, but you can buy a piece that has multiple loops to attach all your chains to. Maybe we'll have to do that for a project coming up. But it's such a fun look. It's very popular, has been for a while now, and I don't think it's going away. Okay, this is a Prestige 4706 7 millimeter Trilliant fancy stone crystal. Now, if this doesn't look like a real diamond, I don't know what does. So this is a stone, kind of a chaton type shape. This would embed nicely in clay. This could be on bead embroidery, but look, if that was your ring, holy moly. That is gorgeous. So you want the look of a fancy diamond? There you go. This is so spectacular. Let's see. Okay, here's another one. We saw this shape too. This is a molecule shape, and this one is also Hotfix. and the prestige color is H2708, and it's a purple like AB. It's so cool. I absolutely love this shape. It's so much fun. These could also be put into like a flower shape around another flatback. So incredibly awesome. I'd love to see you guys get some of these and show me what you do with them. Okay, I promised I would put something into one of these. This is a Prestige 1088 PP28 Chaton in aquamarine. And who doesn't love aquamarine? A chaton goes nicely into a bezel. And this, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it in here nicely, but this is essentially what it would look like. You can drop it in there with a little bit of E6000 or a little 2-part epoxy, but this is a chaton, so it's pointed in the back. It's kind of like more like a fine stone would be for setting into, you know, fancy settings. So this is gorgeous, so beautiful, a beautiful color. Aquamarine is a lot of people's birthstone, so try that one out. Oh goodness, here's another small piece. This is Prestige 2772 trapeze shape, 8.6 by 2.8 millimeter. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. And it is a flatback. So this is another great shape for collaging. It's more symmetrical than some of the shapes that we've seen. So you could put 2 of these next to each other and something in the center. This could be a butterfly wing if you like that kind of idea. So something fun, pick up a few of those, play around with that concept, put them in a bezel. Oh goodness, this is, I think, one of my picks for the show. I've used these for projects. This is a Nun Design antiqued 24 karat gold plated round bangle. This is gorgeous. You could just wear this just like this, but I like to wire wrap on these. You could actually glue flatbacks onto these. So if you've got some of those smaller ones, this has got a nice wide space to work with and put things on, but also great for wire wrapping beads onto. I've done a number of projects myself that way. I love that for a project. I can't believe these are in the clearance show. Get them while you can, because these are incredibly nice quality, a really nice substantive bangle bracelet. Okay, I've got 2 more piles. I'm just going to go a little bit past our time, you guys. So here is our a clasp, but you guys may have seen these, maybe not. These are a silicone grommet, and you can pull these onto chain or cord. I mostly see this with chain, and it's silicone in the center. So it's got a nice, pretty gold tone around the edge, but the silicone allows the bracelet to be sizable, or a necklace if you were to use it that way. I see these mostly used with bracelets, and it is 8 by 5 millimeters. And these are, I think, very popular still with some bracelet designs, and they make your bracelet sizable. So if you need an option to make a chain bracelet that is sizable, this can help you out. And I don't know, Michelle, if there's any material, like any education on artbeads.com for that, but yeah, it would be great if we could share that. Okay, here's my color. This is a Prestige 2088 SS30 Rose Flatback Crystal in Electric Pink. My color, oh my gosh, I love this color. I don't want to get too distracted with it, but it is amazing. This will bring a pop of color to your bezels, to your pieces that you want to drop glue onto. This is spectacular. Don't miss this color. I'm sad this color is going away, so I need to find some of those, and they need to find their way into my cart. Yes, Santa Barbara girl, Dub loves that color. Here's another Hotfix. This is Prestige 2078 SS34 Siam Nightfall. Wow. Like this is almost like the birthstone for January. So you could get a bunch of these and put them onto, put them in a bezel, put them on a bracelet blank, a ring blank, and make something beautiful for the person that has a January birthday. So beautiful, super pretty, super, super pretty. Okay, here's another teeny tiny one. This bag looks empty, right? It's not. This bag looks empty, but it has the teeniest of tiniest. Oh my goodness, I hope you can see this. Let's get the camera to do something. This is a square fancy stone. So it's kind of got a chaton back to it. It's in rose peach. So it's kind of blending in with my skin color here. But the color for Prestige is 4428. It's 2 millimeters. It is tiny, but such a really cool thing to embed into something else, some clay or some resin or just about anything. Really, really a neat, tiny, tiny little piece. Another bag I pulled out and thought was empty. Okay, we've seen this shape. It's a bow tie, but it is small. Look at the tiny bow tie. So if you've got a smaller doggy picture or kitty picture, you can put this onto your picture. This is a 6 by 4.5 millimeter bow tie flatback crystal. The color is Prestige 2858. Who doesn't love a little bow tie? I'm in love with it. You might even have like a small little shaped bead that's like a person or an animal, and you could glue it onto that. That would be fun. Oh gosh, this is cute. Okay, this is a B&B Ben Bassett antique silver plated high five sign slider piece. And I love anything with hands. So hand charms, hand pendants. This is meant to slide onto a piece of flat leather. So if you love working with flat leather and need something fun and interesting to go onto that, this is so great. So much fun. And you could actually glue a flatback onto this. You could put it right in the palm of the hand. And you could probably finagle a way to use this as a pendant by pressing this down. Maybe you've got some tools where you could snip off one of those little pins that go into the leather to hold it secure. There's probably ways you could finagle that. So this is really, really fun. Love, love, love. Thank you, Michelle. An example of that with leather, but the hand is so cool. So much fun. I love the hand. Okay. We're cranking. We're getting to the bottom. This is a cool shape. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. This is Prestige 2472 7 millimeter Trilliant Flatback in Crystal AB. Oh wow. So this is, I don't even have enough words for this. This is incredible faceting, incredible colors, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And it is a flatback, so you can drop that onto a bezel, onto a pendant. So cool. I would get multiples of these because I would want to put them on everything. Okay, this is one of my favorite things from the year, and I'm so sad this is on clearance. This is an antique copper plated 12 millimeter crystal rhinestone carnation button. And these are absolutely spectacular. It's a shank button, has really nice quality metal, nice quality rhinestones. This one is copper. I think there are also some other metal tones. I've used this as a button, but I've also used this as a bead, and I've put them into a trio, and they are so sparkly and so lovely. There's so many fun things you could do with this. I'm coming up on the 100 minutes, but guys, I did talk a little bit at the beginning of the show, but I'm still going to go over. Sorry, Eric. So here is a Prestige Briolette bead, and this is 4 millimeters. It is a tiny, sweet little, I actually would call this a rondelle. So it is faceted, and it is a gorgeous light Colorado topaz. I love light Colorado topaz. It is so versatile with so many things. So if you need some beautiful crystal beads that look gorgeous and are high quality, now's the time to stock up, because these are going to be going away. They are gorgeous, so beautiful, so sparkly. We don't have a lot of beads in my show today, but there's one for you. So pretty. Okay, here is another Prestige Flatback, and we saw this color earlier. This is smoked amber, and this one is an SS30. It's a rose shape, and that it's got a pretty interesting top to it, the way it's faceted. So that rose shape is gorgeous, but that color is unreal. So this would be gorgeous in so many things. And there are things that just need to be embellished, and this would be what you would embellish it with. So it's so pretty. I love that color, and I love that shape. Okay, we've seen this shape a few times, but this is the biggest one I think we've seen. And this is one of our contour shapes. It is flat back, and it's 14 millimeter. And it is that amazing AB flat or AB finish with like gold tone and shades of green and blue and I don't know what. I mean, it is absolutely stunning. This can go onto so many things. Again, this could be a petal. So you could get a bunch of these and make flower petals and put them around something round, like a round flat back. So that would be really, really cool. Michelle says, I almost want to do this color for Jurassic Park. Oh my gosh, like the amber cane. Yes. Oh my gosh. So Jurassic Park. I love the idea of Jurassic Park for that color. Okay, here is chain that we saw earlier, and it's in gold. So we saw this in the gunmetal, but look at this in the golds. This is gorgeous. This is satin Hamilton gold, and it is curb hammered satellite chain. So we've got those little flat satellite sections and the curb chain in between. This is such lovely detailed chain. I am crazy about this chain. I can't believe this is in the clearance sale. So get this while you still can. This is such gorgeous chain. This is a foot in my hand, so it is sold by the foot. And it's 2.5 millimeters. Okay, I'm down to my last stack of goodies, guys. And here's something we haven't seen in the show. These are pony beads. So this color is spectacular. And because Valentine's Day is coming up, I am super excited about this color. Look at this red. This is Valentine's Day red if I've ever seen it. These are by Preciosa. They are round seed bead pony beads, 2.0 seed beads. And they come in this big, large tube. And these are so versatile for beads. They are glass. They are so nicely made. Pony beads sometimes get a bad rap because they are a lot of times plastic. These are not. And this color is the perfect Valentine's Day color. So this is a time to get them on clearance, and get ready for all of your Valentine's Day designs. And speaking of Valentine's Day, what about a heart flatback? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is a 10 millimeter crystal heart flatback. It's also prestige. The color is 2808. This is to die for. Like, this makes my heart sing. This is just a beautiful, beautiful piece. Cindy, are they color fast? I think you're asking about the Preciosa bead. I would guess, but maybe Michelle has more information on that for us. Maybe she can tell us that. Okay, here's another little nun design charm with a tiny bezel. So we were able to find a little chaton to put into one of the others, but just like the other nun design ones, they have a nice little bezel, so you could put some colored resin. You could put a stone in there. You could even put a bead in there if you like. You could use one of the half drilled beads in there. This is an antique copper, and it is a flower shape. I've used these in designs, and I actually used it without doing anything to the center because I just love the look of that flower. So it looks like this on the back, a nice shiny back, really beautiful charm. Love it. Okay, guys, I only have a few more pieces. Thank you for hanging with me. This is a tooth charm. And what this does, so look at this. This is antique copper plated 4x8 millimeter pointed tooth charm. So there are holes on top that you put your stringing wire or wire through. Let me grab my head pin to show you. So you can put it through this way, and it leaves this little tooth or this little dagger pointed piece downward. This could make a great spacer, nice pop of metal, just really kind of a fun thing. These would be great to work with. Grab a bunch of these and put them around on a bracelet. Really a neat, unusual design. I'm sad these are in clearance because I didn't get a chance to work with these yet. So they're interesting. I like them. Super fun. Okay, winding down a few more pieces, guys. Here is a fun charm for a bracelet or for your neck mess. And if you are a theater person like me, here is a gold finish comedy mask round charm. Oh, wow. I love this. That is super fun. Nice and shiny with that little comedy face on it. And that's how big it would look on a wrist. I have a tiny wrist, but it's also good for a neck mess because it's just a little something to go on your necklace with other charms. And I love that. Super fun. And if you know someone who loves theater, you can make a little charm bracelet for them. Okay, Valentine's Day on the brain again. Here is another prestige heart flatback. This is crystal antique pink, perfect for Valentine's Day. Such a pretty little flatback. Oh, Michelle says there's a silver mask charm too. Oh my gosh, maybe getting a gold one and a silver one and using them together would be cool. This is 6 millimeter. It's prestige color 2808. It's so lovely. A beautiful flatback heart. So lovely. You can do so many things with that. I am in love. Okay, here's, okay. So I'm seeing something that we can do here. This is, we haven't seen this shape. This is Prestige 2603 14 millimeter oval flatback graphite. Oh my gosh. Now, I don't know. It does fit into our little connector, our bezel connector. It fits in there perfectly. So you could get a couple of these or you could actually get multiples of these and the oval flatbacks and connect them together as a bracelet. You could just do a simple necklace with chain. We had some beautiful chain in the show. That is spectacular. I did not know this would fit. I did not plan that. It just happened. So that graphite flatback is to die for. Okay, drum roll please. The last piece in the show today. Wow, I can't believe I still have a voice. This is a Nun Design antique copper plated brass large organic ring. This is a closed ring. It is a very fun organic shape. This would be great to connect to other things. You can connect a pendant to it. You can wire wrap. You can put a tassel on it. I see earrings with a tassel. Thanks, Santa Barbara girl. This can serve so many purposes. It could be an open like focal for a bracelet, and you can attach leather to it on either side. I can't believe this is in clearance because this is such a coveted shape and component these days with all of the seed beaded designs that people are making. And this copper color is so gorgeous. Such a nice metal. Oh my gosh. I did it, but I'm late. But I did talk at the beginning of the show. I'm going to flip around. Woo! So, Happy New Year for those of you who didn't see me at the beginning. That was 100 items in an hour and 50 minutes. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it in 100 minutes. But I hope all of you will take advantage of these clearance deals. And there are so many more. I mean, this is just some of what's available. So get those into your shopping carts. Check out, close out that cart. And you guys, it is almost New Year's Eve. I want to wish everybody a happy new year. There are more fun things coming this week. We're so excited for 2025. Don't forget to keep an eye on what's going on by subscribing to the Art Beads newsletter. Go to the artbeads.com website. Whew. Thank you all for being here. I'm so grateful you hung with me to see all of this fun stuff. I hope you'll pick up some things and make some really cool stuff. Put it out there on the Serious Art Beaters Facebook group. Yeah, thank you all for being here. Thanks, Michelle, for hanging with me. Thank you, Eric, for being out there. And thank you, all of you. I'll see you guys in 2020.